Hey guys, back in the basement again for another opportunity to check out my channel, man, on Hink's Collectibles. If you haven't subscribed, man, what are you waiting on? A court order? Please don't make me send the sheriff to the door in order for you to subscribe to my channel. With that being said, I got another backstory for my action figure slash Funko Pop and album of the week. With that being said, we got to get to this one. We got to get to this classic, man. Look here, let me say, it's a classic. And I got a backstory for you behind it, if you know what I mean. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, as y'all obviously know, I turned the sound on because YouTube will strike my ass. I don't like that. But y'all see what I'm seeing? Y'all know who that is? That's Galactus, the planet eater. Like Hall and Oates said, the man eater. That's a classic. And of course, you got to have New Kids on the Block. Hanging tough, yes. But my song there was that Please Don't Go Girl. That was my song. Huh? I'm just saying. Y'all seen that. Y'all seen what it was. Let me tell you that backstory. I told you I got a backstory. I got a backstory. Now, if you watch my videos, you would have heard my backstory of my Rakim statue. Well, here's another classic backstory for Galactus. Now, Galactus is one of those things we had to order, right? I remember when I went to one of my stores that I buy collectibles from. It was one of the stores, and they had this Galactus trophy, right? They had it. I wanted it. I was going to kind of wait it out. You know what I'm saying? I was debating on what I want to pay to the price or not. I kept on going back and forth. 2 weeks later, it was gone. I was so goddamn mad. I talked to him. I said, man, look, what man, did you sure you didn't sell it or you put behind? He said, man, let me go home and see if I got one for myself. He went home. I didn't hear nothing from him. But you know something? My wife, my beautiful wife, she was proactive. Let me tell you why she was proactive. As y'all see him in the back. He back there. You see the Galactus back there. He back. You see how tall he is? He's goddamn all the way up to my side. Now he's about 3 foot tall. I got a Chucky back there. He's 3 foot tall too. Well, a little bit less than 3 foot. But what makes him all his goddamn antennas. But nonetheless, you see him in the background. But the story behind it, my wife is proactive. So she went online. And of course, she went to eBay, you know what I'm saying, to see what she could see. She went to Amazon, see what she could, and just search other little place online. Now, they had to use one, right? I don't mind getting used stuff. I don't mind getting secondhand stuff. I don't mind that. That's all good. I got some things I got in my collections to use. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Of course, you always got to make sure you wipe it off and wipe it down. When I get them used stuff like that, I always make sure I wipe it down with some Lysol disinfectant wipes. So for you guys out there who's the collectors and you get used stuff, make sure you clean that stuff off. Spray it with some disinfectant, wipe it off, you know what I'm saying, clean it off real good. You still got to clean your stuff anyway, because if you just let it sit there a while, over time, it's going to get dusty. You got to make sure you clean up your stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anytime I get used items, I always make sure I get the disinfectant wipes and I wipe it down, you know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the story. The story behind that was she ended up finding it and getting the order and got it. It's for Christmas. So that was my Christmas gift back there. She ordered it and got it delivered, right? And so I had to go pick it up from FedEx. Now, UPS is on FedEx. Now, the guy told us, said, man, this is nice. And if you don't wrap this up, somebody's going to get this and take it from you. That's what she told. That's what she told me. So they end up wrapping it up because it was in the box where you can actually see what it is. And the box they wrapped in, the people who sent it had it in the box, a brown box, but it had the name of it and all the way around, so you could kind of tell what it was. She in her voice, she's able to persuade people because she's a beautiful woman with a good voice, and she talked to them and they wrapped it up even better. So now you didn't know what it was. You just knew it was a big box. I still had no idea what it was. I kind of thought I had an idea. I was hoping it was what it was. And of course, it turned out to be what it was. But so I had to go pick it up. So I went to go pick it up from the store. Didn't want to get delivered. Didn't want to do that because we wanted to pick it up, not get it. Now, y'all may think, man, you live in a bad area. Why do people keep on stealing? Man, it don't matter what area you're in. I live in a real nice, gated HOA community, but they will steal your goddamn package. They will steal your goddamn package. Now, the Rakim, I live in my old house. You know, I never had an issue with somebody taking my package there, but still, I know the value I had on it. So my new house wasn't really familiar with how things going on around here. I didn't at the time, I didn't order no package to be delivered, so I really didn't have an idea. But went to go pick it up just to make sure I got it. And so I went to go pick it up, man, and when I picked it up, man, I was so happy because I knew it was going to be a nice gift, right? I knew it was going to be a nice gift because 90% of the time, well, let me say this. Let me not say 75% of the time, her gifts, I love her, and she tries, but the gifts don't be where they should be. We're gonna work on. We're gonna pray about that. We're gonna pray about the gifts, but nonetheless, once I tell her what I want, she usually spot on. Now, you didn't do too good with my smartwatch. She gave me some little cheap ass, I don't know, smartwatch. But we're gonna work on that. We're gonna pray on that too. But nonetheless, she got this package. I had an idea what it was because of the size of the package. I already knew what the size of the box was going to look like, but didn't want to get my hopes up and be disappointed. I didn't want to get my hopes up and be disappointed, but I didn't. But she was so happy about getting it and wanted me to see it so bad that she wanted me to open it before Christmas. I said, no, you sure you don't want to open it before Christmas? No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. We're going to wait. And so I waited. Christmas, I think we ended up doing it. I think I ended up opening it up on Christmas Eve, or maybe it was Christmas Day. Nonetheless, I end up opening it up, getting that package, man, and guess what? It was exactly what I thought it was, and I was so happy to have this package, man. That's the story behind the Galactus. And as far as the New Kids on the Block album, I had to collab with that because I love the New Kids on the Block. I was one of those fans, who like New Kids on the Block, and Hanging Tough wasn't my thing. That wasn't my. That was some of my classmates. They loved that shit. I didn't like that. The favorite song I liked was that Please Don't Go Girl. You know what I'm saying? I like that song. That was a song that I could real resonate. And again, that was another album that I used to use the lyrics to the words of the song to put in my love notes back in the days. You know what I'm saying? When you was in high school. You know what I'm saying? You write love notes. I used to listen to R&B music to set the mood. Huh? I had to, you know what I'm saying? I used to listen to the slow jams to set the mood so I could come up with some words of wisdom, some game to write down in my letter, circle yes or no if you like me or not. Only people a certain age know about that shit, huh? Circle yes, check yes, circle yes or no if you like me or not. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? And send it back. Let me give me that letter back so I know what it is. What if I need to pursue? I need to back the hell up off of it. But that was my motivation. The New Kids on the Block, the R. Kelly and Public Announcement, and Tony. Huh? It Never Rains in Southern California. Those were some of my inspirations that I write in my love letter to the girls. So I had to have that album, make sure I added to my collections. With that being said, man, I had to do it. That was my inspiration for that Galactus and the New Kids on the Block, man. I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. And y'all keep tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, my new channel, Hink's Collectibles. It's a great channel, and I will be dropping more and more great content just like I'm doing today. With that being said, I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.